You know this was going to happen. It is the clash of the Maniere Jordan 4s. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're having a great time out there. Today we're looking at the comparison between the Jordan 4 Maniere Violet Ore and the Jordan 4 Maniere While You Were Sleeping. Today we're looking at which sneaker is better and which sneaker do I prefer more. And by the way, guys, this is my personal opinion only, so your opinions may be different to mine, but that's what it's all about, guys, because it's all about the sneakers. But before we do that, please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to me. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. And please do check out the Shudo podcast with me and the bro 808 Kicks ATO. That's 808 Kicks _ATO. Go follow the bro, go show him some love and support, because he always shows the channel love and support. And always, like I always say, please do check out the podcast where we talk about sneaker drama, sneaker news, sneaker bad behavior, because we always take that to sneaker court of public opinion. And also, please keep doing amazing things that you guys keep doing to keep elevating, to keep growing, to keep hitting your targets, because I want you to win. We all want you to win over here, because we want the best for the good people, we want the best for the positive people, and we want the best for the amazing people out there. But today, let's take a look at which Maniere Jordan 4 is better. Is it the Violet Ore with this absolutely beautiful violet color, or is it the brand spanking new Maniere Jordan 4 While You Were Sleeping? So let's start this comparison, but we're going to start this comparison with a couple of subjects. I'm going to actually give 5 subjects, and I'm going to give them a rating to see what sneaker deserves it the most, and then give my personal thoughts at the end. It might not go with the ratings, but it might go with just my personal opinion on the sneaker, what one I like better. But let's start off with the presentation, because that's where it starts off with. When you go to the shop, when you actually get it delivered and you open up the box, that's the first thing you see. So presentation is all the key to the sneaker's success. In my personal opinion, when it comes to presentation, the box does a lot, and it kind of gives the emphasis of what you're going to get delivered with the sneaker, which is basically going to give you if the collaboration is going to be absolutely dope, what the materials are, how it comes. That's all it's all about. But the presentation with the Maniere Jordan 4 Violet Ores came in that sleeve box, that all burgundy box with a sleeve on top with the A's, which I've got over here. And when you have a look at it, this is what it looks like. This is how it comes. Sleeves out top, with into a normal box, into like a normal burgundy Violet Ore box, probably more violet or than burgundy, and it's got Maniere all over this, cement print on the bottom box and the flight on the top. Everybody's probably looking at this box and thinking, this is quite old, this is quite outdone, but this is what it was all about, because Maniere started doing these boxes first before they actually moved on to the While You Were Sleeping box, because this was more like an anniversary box. And if you give a hint, and this is why I think this is more like the Jubilee 11 box, because the Jubilee 11 box was an anniversary box as well, with the cross hatch which opens up, and this is the same thing, guys. Basically it opens up with the actual 8 on the top, or 8 on the box top, and that gives you that whole anniversary vibe to it as well, which is dope. Inside, like you get the actual silver on the top, and then you've got that shroud, the burgundy shroud that wraps the sneakers. The presentation is immaculate, and I think Maniere grew into that presentation massively, because as they started doing the actual collaboration, they got better and better with the boxes, and they got better and better over time. The shroud went, we got the Maniere Jordan 5 with the A's in the box, and now we've got this anniversary box with the open up, present it, and basically with the shroud. Like I said, it reminds me of the Jordan 11 Jubilees, because that was like an anniversary for the 11s anyway, so that came with like a semi-open stretch box. This is the same thing with Manieres. I think they're taking some tribute to that, and I think anything anniversary might be heading down that way with Jordan and Nike brand, so watch out for that in the future. But this box, I have to give the point to the While You Were Sleeping Jordan 4 Manieres, because the presentation is immaculate. You get extra laces, you get the brown shroud, or the burgundy shroud that goes with it, the tissue paper, the actual open up box, the anniversary, the A on the top is absolutely beautiful, my personal opinion. It is a bit cumbersome, but I like the presentation, so I'm going to give 1 point to the Maniere Jordan 4 While You Were Sleeping. Next up is the colorway. Let's have a look at the colorway, because the Violet Ore came in this all violet colorway, and when it first came out, it shocked a lot of people with what it was, and basically the colorway it was. And nobody was expecting this colorway. Everybody was expecting a similar variation to the Maniere Jordan 3s that came out a couple of years before, which was more of that white colorway with some actual violet or burgundy touches to it. This actually shocked a lot of people. this is still a dope colorway in my personal opinion. Very versatile, really very full colorway in my personal opinion, and the actual sneaker does really well. I've actually worn this, it's rained on, and it still holds up really well. As you can see guys, nothing wrong with it. Laces are loose, so it actually doesn't crease as much, and I just like the colorway. The colorway is nice. The colorway is one violet or colorway all the way through, similar to the While You Were Sleeping, because the While You Were Sleeping has more of this cream bone colorway, which is known as the Fossil Stone, and I like that. I really do like that. Both of these colorways are similar. Both of the outsoles are similar, as you can see, because the outsole on the actual Violet Ores is practically the same, or literally is the same as the While You Were Sleeping. But the thing is, with these colorways, as you can see when I pull it up, there's only one distinct factor that I do like with the actual While You Were Sleeping, which is that beautiful black midsole, and it just is such a very dope look to this, because it takes away from that Fossil Stone. But I'm going to give the point to the Violet Ores. I think the Violet Ores colorway is dope. I think the Violet Ore colorway is fire. It's unique, it's different. There's a lot of colorways that look similar to the actual While You Were Sleeping, but the While You Were Sleeping is more like unique in its own right, but it's still a lot of colorways. Like when you look at it from a distance, it does look more whiter than the actual Fossil Stone, but this colorway is super fire in my personal opinion. I do like the actual Jumpman on the tongue as well, which is that metallic Jumpman, which is dope. But I do feel that actually the Fossil Stone will grow on me a bit more with that colorway and with that vibe, but I still feel that the Violet Ore does a really good job in my personal opinion. It's more of that Violet Ore that stunned a lot of people, which stays with a lot of people, because when you have this on feet, I don't think there's a lot of sneakers that actually look like the Violet Ore in my personal opinion. So I like that. 1 point goes to the Violet Ores. Now this is where it gets complicated, because we're talking about materials, and when we talk about materials, this is obviously leather, and this is more of like a plush nubucky leather, which kind of reminisces with the Jordan 12 Gym Red, which we saw years and years ago, which is more of a softer leather on the sneaker. As you can see, it's not nubuck, it's like a Dura nubuck leather. It's like a combination of the two that produces the sneaker. It's a soft touch leather, which is similar to the actual Maniere While You Were Sleeping, because you've got that same leather on the sneaker as well. It is soft, it is plush, it is nubucky leather, but then you've got this absolutely beautiful touch to this, which is that absolutely beautiful suede toe which runs on this. I like it. I absolutely adore it. I think that's absolutely magnificent. It gives that Jordan 4 a uniqueness. I feel it does a lot with the sneaker, with the suede on the toe, and I just feel like it just gives some more characteristics with the sneaker. Love it to bits. I think it's absolutely dope in the way it's actually presented. I kind of not keen on the actual A's on the tongue. I do prefer the stitch on the back of the tongue like the Violet Ores. It gives this a rough effect. Even the actual tongue on this is more rougher. As you can see, it's got more of a rough touch to the tongue rather than the actual clean cut of the While You Were Sleeping. As you can see, more clean cut, more stiff, more expanded tongue. It's harder to kind of bend because of the A's, all the A's on the actual tongue as well. But I do like this. This material is absolutely fire, absolutely dope. The diamond stitch quilted touch inner lining is absolutely fire. So even the actual insoles on this is absolutely fire. It's got that quilted touch to this. It's got that quilted feel to this as well, which actually feels quite funny on your feet, but it kind of is really kind of cushiony, which is dope. I worn this for a whole day. I've unDS'd this when I picked up the While You Were Sleeping. It does feel so good. Absolutely so good. There's nothing I can't kind of knock with this sneaker. I haven't actually worn the While You Were Sleeping for a long time. I've actually done it on feet on these, and I think the material is absolutely fire on this. But I'm gonna say, in terms of the quality, in terms of the actual materials, in terms of what the inner lining does, and also what the actual insole does, I do feel like the Violet Ore takes this just slightly. Even with the suede and the toe, I do feel the actual Violet Ores take this, because I feel like just little things like, I know a lot of people don't like that pin at the back. I don't mind it. I think it's a great look. It's got a little A on the actual pin there as well, which is fire. Recess pin inside it. I'm just going to give the point to Violet Ores. As 2-1 to the Violet Ores. I think the material schematics basically came from this for the actual while you were sleeping, so you can't knock the actual sneaker for the actual materials. I like the materials and the color on the violet ore. I think they're absolutely dope. This is why the 2 points go to this sneaker. Without the actual violet ores, I don't think you'll get the same quality with the while you were sleepings, but that goes to the actual violet ores. 2-1 to the violet ores, guys. Wearability, you can tackle this in two ways, either the colorway wearability or the actual weather wearability. Let's go with the colorway wearability, because if you're in a climate like the UK, weather is a predominant feature, but you're not going to likely wear the actual while you were sleeping in rainy weather. Similar to the actual violet ores, I don't think anybody will wear this in the rain just because of the softness of the leather of the material. If it was pure leather, I think it would be a wipeable material, which would be easier to wear, but because this is not a predominantly full grain leather sneaker, you're gonna get stains on this, and when you get stains on this, you're gonna see some decoloration of the actual sneaker, which is gonna go and kind of take away from the violet ore. So I don't think both of these sneakers are due to wear in the rain, in my personal opinion. You can dare it, definitely dare it, but then we go into colorway, and I feel the actual while you were sleeping colorway is a way more wearable colorway in my personal opinion, because of the actual fossil stone. I think violet ore is hard to wear. I think violet ore, you have to have a specific color palette to wear it. Maybe like a dark cement gray, black cargos. Maybe even you could probably get away with like sail cargos if you were down for it, especially with the midsole. But I feel like while you were sleeping in such a neutral colorway, you can kind of get away with a lot, and I've tried to get away with a lot with the on feet for the sneaker review when I tried to do this, and I felt like it was more wearable. You could actually get away with olive cargos with this, and a multitude of cargos in my personal opinion. Brown goes with this, even the actual fossil stone, if you can kind of find a Saley kind of jogger or fossil stone jogger, it goes really well. You don't want to look whitewashed, so you probably want to go with darker colorways and then kind of proceed from there. But this is an absolutely fantastic sneaker, guys. I feel the colorway does a lot more for your on feet, and I think it will draw attention a lot more with what you're wearing rather than the sneaker itself. Unlike the violet ores, I think the violet ores is a sneaker that will actually turn heads as soon as people see it, because it's such a predominantly dark sneaker. I think it gives you a dark colorway, like a violet or dark colorway, which draws attention, but it also basically doesn't kind of categorize itself into like a black cement 4 variation, because obviously it's not dark enough to be classified as like a black cement 4, because if you look at it at first glance, you know it's violet ore. Just like the Maniere Jordan 4 while you were sleeping, such a beautiful colorway, but I think the actual while you were sleeping colorway is so much more kind of engaging in terms of allowing you to express yourself with fit. So in terms of colorway, I prefer the actual while you were sleeping colorway. That point goes to the while you were sleeping, so it's 2-2 on both parts, guys. Only one category left, so let's see who wins this actual battle, and then I'll give you my personal opinion. The last category is all about storyline, and the violet ores came in with basically telling you it's all about where you're going and not about the sneaker, and it kind of reinforced the storyline with the actual Jordan and Maniere 3, which was all about single mothers and black single mothers and their growth in the actual community, which is basically super fire in my personal opinion, and it was bringing meaning to it, because everybody's got cultural significance with their mother, and basically especially with single mothers when they're actually raising kids, which is a tough job in itself, which is absolutely beautiful that they actually dedicated a Jordan 3 and an Maniere collaboration to the actual storyline. And they brought this with the actual Jordan 4, where it actually told you it's not about the sneakers, it's about where you're going. Keep working hard, keep progressing, keep producing amazing things, and keep like kind of excelling. And that's what it's all about. Even on this channel, I try to kind of help as many people as possible whenever I can, and it's important that you do, guys, because it's important that we all excel together. But guys, absolutely beautiful, absolutely dope story to this, and I kind of feel like some people missed the story with the Maniere Jordan 4 while you were sleeping, because I do feel that it's a kind of a shot at people, especially with the fact that it's got the actual while you were sleeping on the underneath the insole, which is right under here. I kind of feel it's like a shock to a lot of people when it says, yeah, we can keep working, you can keep sleeping, we don't care, because we're going to keep excelling. And that's what it's all about, guys. Keep working hard, keep excelling, and keep growing. But I want to tell you guys, the storyline to the actual violet ores was dope. It kind of, to me, kind of felt like it was reinforcing the statement from the Jordan 3 Manieres, and it kind of emphasized the fact that it kind of doesn't matter where you come from, where you're going. It just means work hard, keep working hard. It's not about the little things in life, it's about how hard you keep traveling and how hard you keep working. Just keep working hard, keep growing, keep excelling, and keep smashing out the park, and the success will always come, guys. And that's why I love this actual Violet Ore. I do think the Violet Ore storyline is a bit stronger. I do feel like it has more emphasis. I feel like the storyline's kind of less diluted back when these sneakers were coming out, and it's more diluted now because we don't get the true meaning. There was more media attention to this sneaker, there was more information, everybody's reveling up to actually find out what the storyline was, unlike the new actual collaboration. While you were sleeping, I got it. I totally got it. It's an anniversary. I totally got it. It's beautiful. I totally got it. But I feel this storyline with the Violet Ores hits a bit more, me personally. So I'm going to give the point to the Violet Ore. So in the battle terms, the Violet Ore won that 3-2. But now I'm going to discuss what sneaker I like better. It's my choice time, so let's take a look at what sneaker I like better. Is it the Violet Ore or is it the While You Were Sleeping? In my personal opinion, I'm going to give it to the While You Were Sleeping because I feel like it's a more wearable colorway. It's a lighter colorway. I think you can get away with a lot more fits with this, and I think it's a bit more, I feel it more than the Violet Ores in my personal opinion. I think the Violet Ores is a colorway that you can actually put on, rock around, walk around, and then kind of casually just be yourself. And I feel like it kind of just emphasizes full time. You can wear dark colorways, you can kind of rock it with a lot of kind of dark fits, and it goes well with darker fits, and it just does well. You can wear like light joggers and light cargos if you wanted to, but I feel like with a darker fit, it does really well. It goes really well with the actual Violet Ore upper. It just is a very nice sneaker for a darker fit. But if you want to go and flex, you want to kind of express yourselves, put more pastel colorways, put more light colorways, put more different vibrant colorways together and express yourself, I feel like this is the one. Definitely this is the one if you want to go and actually express yourself way more. The While You Were Sleeping is, I feel, my favorite in my personal opinion. It just is a very, very dope sneaker. Now I thought I wasn't going to say this when I actually ordered it and bought it because I felt like it was too light in the pictures, but in hand, this is magnificent. In hand, this is absolutely fire. This is my favorite. Not saying that the Violet Ore is a better sneaker, because it is a better sneaker. I feel like this is a delicate sneaker. I feel like the While You Were Sleeping will get dirtier quicker because of the light fossil stone colorway. I feel like the suede and the toe will get dirty if you're not careful. But I feel like I would gravitate to the actual While You Were Sleeping more than the Violet Ores because of the colorway. It's such a light colorway, and Jordan 4s in light colorways look absolutely fire. Let's talk about the military blues, let's talk about the white cement 4s, let's talk about the fire red 4s. They are such magnificent sneakers, and Jordan 4s in white looks absolutely fire. Like I'm showing you guys, they look absolutely dope. So this is my favorite. I like this. I absolutely adore this. I think it is a dope colorway, and I think this is perfect for summertime. In 2 months of summer that we get in the UK, this is perfect. Well, that's my favorite, guys. Let me know your thoughts, but let me know what sneaker that you prefer. Do you prefer the Violet Ores or do you prefer the Jordan 4 and Maniere While You Were Sleeping? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what sneaker that you prefer better. But for me, TJ Love Kid Customs, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for always showing love and support. But until the next video, hope you have an amazing week, amazing month, and an amazing year. And I hope you guys cop the sneakers you like, because you deserve to get the sneakers you want. For me, TJ Love Kid Customs. Peace out for now, guys, and peace.